I.S.U.P.K 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord.
Comes with all your dishes, pots, and sports knives.
I got like this. This is like an apartment in a hotel room. You know what I mean? This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grace. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
What was in my blood? I'm a U.P.K creation. We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base.
And there's American Indians and the real Israelites, the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. Right. Get me, Psalms 9 verse 19. Because what we're going to tell black people today is judgment is coming for these nations, man. Right. We need to separate from these nations and understand that we need to start following their gods because judgment is coming to them because what they have done to black people, man. Right. What these people have did, the mistreatment of black people, is going to be recompensed unto them, man. Right. It's going to be repaid to these nations. That's right. Because they have treated black people badly, man. They have kept black people at the bottom of society. They have kept black people at the bottom of the totem pole. They have kept black people in a bad state, man. And what's going to happen to them? Judgment, man. You can already see judgment coming, man. You can see Putin administrating judgment on Ukraine, man. Why? Because nobody speaks up for black people. When black people are going through a rough time, when black people are getting raped, robbed and pillaged, nobody speaks up for black people, man. So what's going to happen? Judgment, man. Read.
The book of Psalm 9 and verse 19. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
Let the who?
The heathen be judged in thy sight.
The heathen, the other nations outside of Israel are to be what?
The judge in thy sight.
They're going to be judged in thy sight, man. Right. Why? Because they have mistreated black people for over 400 years and nobody wants to help black people, man. Nobody speaks up for black people. So what's going to happen?
They'll be judged in thy sight.
All the nations are going to be judged, man. What happens when black people are put through slavery, have yokes of iron on their necks, have had their backs whipped? What happens when these nations speaks up for them? What happens when Ukraine are getting bombed? Everyone wants to put sanctions on them, man. They're getting sanctioned from the US, they're getting sanctioned from the UK. You understand? Nobody sanctioned anybody when black people were getting their backs whipped, man. Right. What's going to happen to them? Judgment. Why? Because these nations mistreat black people and nothing happens to them, man. Right. What's going to happen? Judgment, reader.
Put them in fear, oh Lord.
You have to be in fear, man, of what's happening to these nations. You We're in fear now. We understand World War III is coming, man. And this is the judgment coming for what they've done to black people, man. The Spanish and Native American Indians, they've had their nationality taken away from them, man. They've had their backs whipped. They've been mistreated. They've been not respected as a people, man. But what's happening now? All these nations are in fear because they understand judgment is coming to these nations, man. Read on.
But the nations may know themselves to be but men, Salah.
These nations think they're above black people. What they're gonna find out is they are below black people, man. They are not supposed to be above black people. They think of themselves to be above us. But this Bible says we are above all these nations, man. And the judgment that is coming upon these nations is gonna make them understand this, man. Get me? 1 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 20. Black people want to follow after these nations. We want to serve their gods. We want to serve Islam. We want to serve Christianity and celebrate this white damn Jesus, man. Jesus is a black man according to the Bible, man. 8 and verse 20. What? We don't want to go into this Bible. We want to follow these other nations, man. And we need to understand judgment is coming to these nations because what they have done to us, man. Read that.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 8, and verse 20. That we also may be like all the nations.
We want to be like these nations, man. These nations are garbage, man. All these nations follow after us, man. Every little trend we make, they want to copy us, man. Why? Because we're better than these nations, man. We need to stop following them. What? Black people want to follow these nations, man. And this is why we're at the bottom of society. Read on.
And that our king may judge us and go out before us.
We want to be judged like these other nations, man. We want to worship gods and idols like these other nations. We need to understand there's judgment coming for serving idols, man. There's judgment coming for serving a rock. There's judgment coming for serving white Jesus, man. There's judgment coming for eating pork, man. There's judgment coming for celebrating Christmas, man. Listen, we need to come out and follow with these nations, man. Why? Because there's judgment coming upon this earth. And we need to understand we're in the times of the end, man. And we need to stop following these nations, man. Why? Because judgment's coming, man. And it's very nigh to this place, man. Read it.
And fight our battles.
We need to understand the only one who can fight our black battles is the black Messiah, man. The black Jesus Christ, man. YAHANNA. You understand? We wanted to make a king over us. We saw these other nations and saw that these other nations have idols to worship. These other nations have unity because they're serving idols, man. And we need to understand we have our own culture. We have our own customs, man. We have our own laws, statutes and commandments to follow, black man. Blacks, Hispanics and Native American Indians. We have our own stuff, man. What? We don't want to follow a black God. We want to follow an Indian God. We want to follow a Pakistani God. We want to follow a white God, man. When we got our own God to follow, man. Read that.
That we may also be like all the nations.
We want to be like these other nations, man. Listen, we are not to be like these other nations. We are to be separate from these nations, man. We are to be holy from these nations. And understand, for the mistreatment of black people, these nations are going to be judged for it, man. Get me everyone wants to just follow these nations. We want to be eating swine. We want to be dancing. We want to be joking and jiving, man. People are out here making up pianos, man. One yam, man. Listen, this Bible says we can't eat what we want to eat, man. We can't do what we want to do, man. What's going to happen when black people feel like they can do what they want to do? Read them.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will go with fire.
You know come with?
The Lord will come with fire.
Fire is coming to this place, man. And we need to understand. We need to stop following these nations, black people, man. We need to stop following after their customs. Why? We want to keep us in the bomb of society, man. We need to understand we need to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Read.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Because the Lord is coming with fire, man. This place is going up in flames. We need to stop following these nations and understand judgment is coming to this place because it's a wicked place, man. This place does not follow God, so fire is coming to it, man.
That's right. And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
The chariots are coming for the righteous, man. Only the righteous are going to be saved from the judgment that is coming to this place, man. We need to understand we're on the brink of World War III, man. And we need to keep these laws of God, man.
That's right.
I.S.U.P.K ain't out here playing, man. There is a warn blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that this place is going up in flames, man. Free.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Because the Lord has fury, man. Because nobody wants to keep his laws, man. Everyone wants to do wickedness in this land. Everyone wants to go against the laws of God. And it's coming with fury and fire, man. Why? Because nobody wants to keep his laws, man. Everyone wants to eat swine. Everyone wants to dance around and brat around, man. And listen, this ain't the time for it. This is the time for keeping laws, man. This is the time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to come back to their nationality, man. Why? Because the Lord is coming with fire, man. Judgment is coming to this place. All these nations are going to be repaid for all the badness and wicked things they've done to black people, man. Read up this book again.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Read on.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
All flesh, the Lord will be pleading with man, and that's from the sword. The Most High is sending the Lord, Jesus Christ, to slaughter wicked people, man. To slaughter all them that done wickedness to black people, man. All them that put black people in slavery for over 400 years. Rape on the pillage, the ancestors of black people. They will be killed with the sword, man. They will be slaughtered. Why? Because you can't kill up the people and the real children of God, man, and we get away with it, man. Read up.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many, man. And many are going to die in this land. Judgment is going to be catastrophic, man. When judgment hits this land, man. Read up.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's flesh.
When the Lord comes back and sees you eating pork, you're going to be slaughtered, man. Why? Because the Bible says not to eat pork, man. You don't think you can do what you want to do. When the Lord comes back, you're going to realize you can't, man. Read that bit again.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
If blacks, Hispanics, and they're being American Indians are eating swine's flesh, you're going to be slaughtered, man. That's why you need to stop following these nations, man. That's why you need to stop following their diet, man. You need to stop following their gods, man. You need to stop following their customs, man. When God comes back and sees you doing what they're doing, you're going to be judged alongside them, man. If black people continue to follow after the heathen, they're going to be judged just like them, man. The wicked oppressor that killed and slaughtered our people, you're going to be slaughtered alongside them, man.
And the abomination and the man shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
If you're out here eating abomination, if you're out here doing abominably, you're going to be judged, man, just like the other nations are going to be judged. You can see judgment is coming to this land, man. So we need to come back. We need to get ourselves together, man. Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to keep these laws, man. Get me. Deuteronomy 22 verse 8. Because we've been taught Christianity. We've been taught lies, man. We've been taught that we're equal to everybody. We're going to show you what the Bible says.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided the nation.
When the Most High did what?
Divided to the nation.
Did what?
Divided to the nation.
We've been divided from the nations, man. All the nations are divided. Certain people eat curry. Certain people eat fish and chips. Certain people eat ackee and saltfish, man. These are different nations of people with different cultures. And why do they have different cultures? Why are nations different?
When the Most High divided to the nations.
God divided the nations, man.
Their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam.
All the sons of Adam have been separated, man. That's why there's a certain hierarchy. That's why there's a certain nation chosen to be above all the other nations.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God. Come on, to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of war.
Y'all see this?
Comes with all your dishes, pots, and sports knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment, and a hotel room. You know what I mean? Yeah. This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grace. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck, you can see it in our face.